Rabbi Daniel Lapin. Your new book is called The Business Secrets from the Bible. Now, should I be looking to the good book for investing tips?
Well, not directly, but through what I call ancient Jewish wisdom, in the sense that a good deal of the really valuable information is encoded within the Hebrew. And so that is essentially what the book is about, decoding and extracting information that can be practically used as opposed to a sort of superficial meaning.
Can you give me an example? Because it's easy to get contradictory messages from the Bible.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the messages is that when Joseph and his brothers meet and the brothers sell him, Judah, who is actually, one of the most important brothers, Jews are today named after the brother Judah, he was the one who said to his brothers, what profit, meaning what money, what economic profit is there in selling our brother? Meaning had the brothers said, well, let's think about this. How do we get money out of killing our brother? Eventually somebody says, well, let's not kill him, let's sell him. At least we make a few dollars. Everyone says, yeah, terrific, let's do that. A little bit later, Joseph sends, he knows who they are, they don't know who he is, they come to buy the food, and he sends them back, and he puts money back in their bags, which they discover when they stop at the Holiday Inn on the way home, all the money. And what's going on here is them saying relationships are worth squandering in the interest of money. In other words, we're willing to throw off relationships with our brother. We're happy to sell him as long as we can make money. Joseph is sending back the message, it's about the relationships, not the money. The money isn't the issue. So there's a tussle here between what is conventionally understood, which is if you've got a lot of money, you'll have a lot of friends. And the biblical information is now quite the reverse. Relationship building is the most important thing.
And if people follow all the business secrets in your book and they lose money, does that mean that they're misinterpreting the Bible, or does it mean that God's mad at them? What does that mean?
Well, look, it is quite possible that if you are unfortunate enough to be living in a neighborhood in which there is corruption, where there is no rule of law, where contracts don't mean anything, you can follow all the rules and you still are going to be terribly hungry. There are places like that in the world, and it's tragic. If you're fortunate enough to be in an area where doing the right thing can produce the right results. So I would say in general, if you're in a bad place, this isn't going to be very, very helpful. If you're in a good place, it'll be enormously helpful.
And finally, along those lines, in the book, you say money is a miracle of God. How do you reconcile that with all the discussion about income inequality we keep hearing about?
Yeah, that's a great point. And in a nutshell, there is a philosophical struggle within the Bible between equality and freedom. These are two competing values. And the interesting thing is that in the Lord's language, which is Hebrew, there is no word for certain concepts like adolescence, which when you think about it, is just somebody who wants all the benefits of being an adult with none of the responsibilities. So adolescence isn't seen as a good thing. Another word that doesn't appear in the Bible is the word fair. There isn't such a thing because it has no definition. And similarly, equality is very, very problematic. How do you figure out equality? If one person chooses to have more leisure time rather than working very hard and making a lot, somebody else rather squanders time. People have their own sense of priorities. We're not giraffes or baboons. We're each unique. So the word fair or equal actually has no intrinsic meaning. Freedom, to each of us with the freedom to achieve our own goals and work as hard as we wish, that is more of a biblical value than the equality idea.
All right, I'm going to go back to the Bible and maybe I'll make some money. Thanks a lot, Rabbi.
I appreciate the time with you.
And thank you for watching The Street.